Have you ever had a bad beard day? It's like a bad hair day, but on your face. Yesterday I was suffering from a bad beard day. Couldn't get it to do anything I wanted to. I had this little swirl at the bottom that was going whoo, doing its own thing, having a party. Today's a little better. We'll see how the day goes. I know how you women feel now when you say, I had a bad hair day. Totally understand. Alright guys, pre-trip is done. We are safe to enter the highways. Reset is done, our hours are in check. Brakes are released, lights are on, truck is running, we're in gear. And yes, I can drive standard. Some of you have noticed, I guess you're newer subscribers, welcome. Wondering why are you driving automatic? Can you not drive standard? Yes, I can drive standard. I've driven standard my entire career, my whole life. This is my first automatic truck. And yes, I like it. It's a nice break from shifting all the time. Some people like it, some people don't. I don't like everything about it. But it's my truck. It's mine. So I like it. Okay, let's go. You ready, Diesel? You holding on? Let's do our little tug test here yet. Tug. Trailer is still attached. That is always good. Never lose your trailer. That is so embarrassing. I wouldn't know, but I've seen it and I can imagine how embarrassing that would be. Plus, always do the tug test, guys, because you never know, there's some punks out there. I've heard of it happen before. They go around the truck stop and maybe they find you and they think that you cut them off the day before. They'll go ahead, one second here, let me get on this road. They'll go ahead and pull your fifth wheel while you're sleeping, and you won't even notice it, right? I know that's dirty. That is playing very dirty. That's the kind of stuff I've heard happening out there, so be careful, guys. Always make sure that no one pulled your fifth wheel.
Right on North 9th Street.
Make sure that no one stole your fuel at night and left your caps off the tanks. That's happened to me before. I don't think any fuel's ever been stolen before, but people have taken the caps off my tanks. Maybe they don't like me. Maybe they don't like Trucker Josh. Maybe they don't like my videos, so they just come and walk past my truck and take my caps off the tanks. I don't know. So yeah, I guess the next city looks like it's gonna be Butte, Montana. I always used to pronounce it Butte, Montana. I thought that's what they called it. That was a strange name for a town. Why would they call it Butte?
Turn left onto I-90 West.
I'd like to hear the story behind why they called their town Butte. Butte has an E at the end, which makes the U, what do they call it, prominent? Whatever? Butte. We're gonna turn onto I-90 West here. You guys ready for this? This is exciting stuff. It's sitting for a day. It's about time we get back on the road. Hey, Diesel. Oh, we had a nice walk yesterday. It's time to go for a nice drive today. Oh, and this is an up ramp that's on an incline. This is when I say I don't really like these inclines, because it's harder for trucks to get up to highway speed, right? We're supposed to be at highway speed by the time you merge into traffic, but if you put the on-ramp on an incline like this, it makes it really hard to speed up, especially with a heavy load. And then we're the ones messing up traffic. It's rattling over there. Something's rattling over there. I think I know what it is. It's those air fresheners. Like here again, this traffic's got a... I don't know, I made it. I could only make it up to 50 mile an hour by the time I hit the freeway. And it is 65 mile an hour.
Drive 806 kilometers on I-90 West.
10-4 Mandy, that's what we plan to do. Well, it's finally starting to get a little more interesting out here. Getting closer to the mountains. Today, I know I said that the other day we were going to drive through the Rockies and we didn't quite make it. Today we're going to be driving through the Rockies. I know that because we have to go through northern Idaho, that little stretch up there, and that's a big mountain range. and there's another couple of them in Washington, I believe, and closer to here in Montana. Well, as you can see, as the day progresses, things get more and more interesting when you're headed west. Look at that. Just beautiful. We're 92 miles from Butt. So, we're climbing, climbing, climbing. This is actually my first time in the Rocky Mountains with this truck. We've been coast to coast after this trip with this truck. Literally coast St. John's, Newfoundland. I just need to go to Victoria, BC yet. I haven't been to Vancouver Island. We don't have much freight going there. Oh, that engine fan's kicking in. You working hard for me, baby? Just getting a little hot? Ah, she's good. So yeah, if I ever get a load out to Vancouver Island, it would be pretty cool, but like I said, we don't have much freight going there. Usually I think we would take it to Vancouver, and then they got their local guys and stuff that would ferry it across, because you got to go on a ferry. Yeah, right? There will be a lot of road shots today, guys. So those of you who like to see my face more and hear me talk and see me talk, I'm sorry. But this usually happens when I'm out in the Rockies. It's usually mostly road footage, because I like showing you the sights. And sometimes I have both cameras running like you see, but that takes a little bit of extra work to get that in there, and there's just too many sights to show you. And I'd rather give you the full screen of the view that I'm seeing right now out my windshield. Today is May the 4th, and May the 4th be with you. For you right now it's May 11th, I understand that. I filmed this on the 4th, so I hope the 4th was with you. And this is how I spent my day. The sun is coming out. I've been looking for shops to get my truck serviced today. Totally forgot it's Sunday. Sunday. Not really many people are open out here on Sunday. So, we'll most likely be getting it serviced in Canada, which is a bit more expensive. Unless, if I get a load straight back south, then I will service it back in the States here again. I will give my money to the American economy because they have better prices. Sorry, Canada. They got you beat there. I know it's a shame. I should be supporting my own economy, right? No, but I'll support the economy that gives me a better price. Alright guys, we're in Missoula, Montana. Stopped for our half hour here. Getting ready to rock again. As you can see out in front of me here, we got some beautiful scenery. The sun decided to come and say hello. It's always nice. You ready to go, Diesel? Okay, let's go. So we've been driving about 4.5 hours today already. So I have 5.5 hours left. I don't think I'm going to quite make it to the Canadian border today, which is disappointing. I was hoping to make it into Canada, because then I get an extra 2 hours, right? Because we can drive 13 in a day up there, unlike in the States where you can only drive 11 per day. So if I get there before my 11 hours, that means, boom, I have an extra 2 hours to drive today, and I can get to my destination today yet. But it looks like I'm not going to make it that far, so. Alright, what are we all waiting for here, people? Oh, traffic. So how many of you live out here in Idaho area? I think we're still in Montana, but 25 miles from Idaho. I don't get to come through here very often. Like I said yesterday, I usually go over on the Canada side, but every now and then I get lucky and get to come through the States like this. We are in Idaho. Idaho. Right, Idaho. Idaho. No cell service here. And speaking of cell phones, I want to share something with you. I don't know if every cell provider is the same in the United States, but I just wanted to fill you guys in just so you'd know They are robbing you blind on data. You know how I know this? They're lying to you. You know how I know? I had the exact same phone on both sides of the border. A Note 3. Samsung Note 3. I watch twice as much YouTube on my Canadian phone on the Canadian side as I do down here on the American side. Yet my data on my American phone has completely blown out of proportion. I am at 8 gigs right now in 2 weeks of just watching YouTube videos. On my Canadian phone, I can get 4 weeks of twice as much YouTube in under 6 gigs. Does that make sense? So I think you guys ought to start looking into it and complaining to these providers down here. I might as well. That they are lying to you. They are charging you for data that you are not using. I am proof. I have phones on both sides of the border. And believe me, I don't think Canada would be giving me a deal. Sorry, my dash cam just died on me. That's why the view vanished. Now you're stuck just looking at me. Too bad. But yeah, so I'm just going to say that again. I am using twice as much data in the States, watching half as much YouTube. So something's kind of wonky there with Verizon. They are not being honest about how much data you're using and how much they're charging you. So look into it a little bit. Either that or Canada's like only charging me for half of the data I'm using. And believe me, they're all about money too. They would not give away any data for free. I'm not saying anything against Verizon or any American provider, but I'm just saying, guys, be careful and look into these things because something's kind of fishy there. I'm really concerned that, you know, I'm probably going to get up to 10 gigs this month that I've used. That's ridiculous. I never go over 6 in Canada. Never. And I watch twice as much. So that's my little thingy to tell you today. I don't know what to say, if they're wrong or what. I'm just saying something's not adding up. Alright guys, so like I told you in the last clip, my dash camera, oh that was a big bump. Dash camera ran out of battery. Why? Because I forgot to turn it off and charge it. So you're stuck staring at my face. Sorry. But we're nearing the end of our day. We're almost at the Canadian border. I actually just figured out that I will make it into Canada tonight, just barely. If everything goes well, I should make it to the Canadian border in just under 11 hours of driving. As soon as I cross the border, if everything goes well, I have an extra 2 hours, right? Because I can drive 13 hours in Canada. That'll get me to my destination. What? I'm driving! Can't talk, sorry! People are texting me. Who would be texting me? At 11:30 Eastern time. Oh, Diesel, what a day that was, eh? What a day that was. Come on, get in the screen here, buddy. People want to see you. Come here. Come here. Get up here. Oh, you're a good boy. Oh, you're a good boy. It was an 11-hour day today of driving. Turned out, well, it was almost a 14-hour. We stretched it out almost to the whole thing. But we got just over the border into Canada. Woo! So we could have driven another 2 hours, but I'm tired. Diesel's tired. When the navigator's tired, it's time to pull over. Right? What do I do without you? If you're tired, I got no navigator, man. I gotta rely on Mandy. You're an important member of this crew. Okay guys, this is it for today, the end of the day, whatever you want to call it. Tune in tomorrow, 4 a.m. Central Time. We're going to deliver in Kelowna, BC, and figure out where we're going from there.